Hey guys, welcome back for today's unboxing video, which is a comics unboxing video once again. And it's the same series as my previous unboxing video. It's going to be Amazing Spider-Man comics from the 70s, maybe early 80s, could be early 80s. But this time around they're not going to be graded comics. So I had two graded comics in the previous video, which I unboxed. This is just a stack of raw comics, and from what I could see from the pictures and the description of the seller, they're not all going to be in a tremendous state. Like two are going to be in a poor state, quite some damage on it, and the other ones are going to have some damage on them as well, so like spine ticks, maybe some folds, discolorations is what I'm expecting. I couldn't see everything clear on the pictures, and I had a certain price in mind, which I was going to pay for it maximum. Of course, I went a little bit over that, but I still think this is going to be a great stack for that price. But yeah, since the pictures weren't clear, it's going to be a little bit of a surprise for me as well. So we're just going to find out what the status of the comics, the way it's been packaged. I'm expecting no bubble wrap inside here, so just to fold it around, cardboard box around the stack of comics in a bag, possibly. I don't know. We're gonna have to wait and see and find out. So I'm a little bit careful with opening this, not digging deep into it, because I don't want to damage the comics any more than they already are. So we got a little bit of cardboard on the insides of this as well. So that is a little bit sturdy packaging, but I'm just glad that from what it looks like, it didn't get any extra bumps, because if there's no bubble wrap inside and this one drops on its side, it's probably gonna crush the comics inside as well. So yeah, I'm kind of curious. Not sure what to expect here. Oh, there is some bubble wrap on the inside, so good job on the seller. So yeah, okay. That's better than I expected already, so that's a plus, I guess. There seems to be a becker board here, so I can just dig in here. It's no problem. So yeah, I think there were 22, but there's around 20 comics inside here. And some of which I already have, so you might see some which I've already previously bought. And one of them is going to be 138, which I unboxed in the previous unboxing video as well. At least I think that one should be in here as well. So yeah, then I can just make a selection of which one I'm gonna keep. And let's see about this. Cut this open. And a little tape here. And that should probably do it. Yeah, the comics are just stacked in there, no separate protection or whatever. But there they are. And is that all? I think that's all right, so yeah, two are going to be heavily damaged, and the other ones are a little bit iffy. The later ones, they look better than the early ones. I mean, this looks pretty clean, I gotta say. Not seeing any damage on it whatsoever at first glance. On top a little bit discoloration, but it looks really good. So, but this one I bought from my local comic store as well, and that was from his own private collection. So I'm thinking that one might even still be better than this one, but I'm gonna have to sort that out. And this is a newsstand, so if the other one is direct, I'll probably keep the direct. And this is a sort of a misprint. This was folded around, and because of that, it wasn't cut off properly in the production process. So that's a fun fact right there. So 191, 190, stapling is a little bit off, I think. Right here you can see the interior pages sticking out a little bit. And a small crease here, but other than that it looks pretty good. So yeah, this is these two I saw them on the pictures and they look pretty good. I couldn't see the quality on all of them, so I figured I'll just buy it and see what it comes up with, what it will look like. And this one looks good as well. 189, 185. A little bit dirt here, as you can probably see in the right angle. It still looks pretty good. 180. This one clearly has a couple of more creases at the top, as you can see right there, but still looks really good overall. Slight fold here, possibly at the corner. Yeah, that seems to be like, that seems to have been folded in the past, and goes through the whole comic, but still looks really good. Then we got 177. This one looks pretty amazing, pun intended. And then we got 173 with some blemishes at the corner here, some folds, some damage here, some spine ticks right there. But still, for a comic published in 1977, looks pretty good. Then we got 171. That's really stapled off center right here. Big white bar. The logo dropped off the page as well. But pretty clean. A little crease here, as you can see in this angle right here. But still looks good. 170. Some spine ticks on the sides, right in Rhino's face here, and some to the top. So this one has a couple more spine ticks. A little bit of discoloration here, you can see that, but still a pretty good copy still. So this deck is already like above what I would want to have in my collection at least. So this already looks really good. Then we have 168. Also pretty crisp, small spine tick here. Not even anything bad. It is a spine tick, I mean, with some color break, but it's not that bad. Then 167 with a pretty big fold here, and here a little bit. Might have some moisture on it actually. Sounds, you can basically hear it, the sound it makes. Oh yeah, you can clearly see that there's been some damage from liquids right there, and that probably goes through the whole comic. You don't really see it here, see it there, all right, but yeah, this one is the worst quality so far. I mean, I don't think I have this one already. It is a classic cover. I do remember this from the Dutch publications, I think, pretty sure. But yeah, this one is the least state of the comics so far. Then we have issue number 163. Also some damage, like on the corner, some folds with color break. Right here, some folds with color break. Spine ticky here and here, but still pretty good. Then we have 161 with the Nightcrawler. It does have some reading wear and tear on it. Maybe it has been used for scribbling notes or something in the past. Little fold here. Don't think you can, yeah, you you can see it right there. Some spine ticks, and I'm not familiar with this story, so I'm just gonna browse through it real fast. 161. Oh, I got the other X-Men in there as well. So yeah, we got Ross Andrew again, a name that comes across a lot in the past couple of videos on the X-Men comics and the Spider-Man comics. Ross Andrew penciled it, Len Wein wrote it. So we got the X-Men doing some exercise, I guess, in the danger room. Even though it doesn't really look like the danger room. So yeah, we got Wolverine, Colossus, and Nightcrawler doing some exercises. Nightcrawler leaving the mansion, and we got Mary Jane, Spider-Man, and then a little duel between Spider-Man and Nightcrawler. We got the Punisher in there, J. Jonah Jameson. So yeah, early meetup of Nightcrawler and Spider-Man, which is, ironically enough, they have been entangled with one another in the recent comics as well, because I think Nightcrawler became the Uncanny Spider-Man for a couple of issues. Still have to read them myself, so I'm not entirely sure what's going on with that. But so issue number 147 feels really sturdy. It feels really good. But it does have some wear and tear on the corners and some spine ticks and some folds and creases and whatnot. A couple of spine ticks which have color breaks. The wear and tear from the folding and stuff might be even pressable. There's a little fold here on the corner as well. But it still looks pretty damn good. 147, so that's probably one early 1970s or something. Oh, 1975. So halfway 1970s. Okay, so this one is a really bad state. 144. This one is pretty banged up. It's got some tape on it, the cover. I don't know if there was actually a hole in there. It seems to be, but no, there wasn't. But yeah, it's got some tape on there. Pretty big damage on the corners and the spine and the top of the cover. So yeah, and here are some pretty big folds with a lot of color break, and the interior pages look pretty alright, I gotta say. Oh, the Cyclone again. We just have that one. Oh yeah, so this one lines up nicely with one I unboxed, cracked open the graded comic 134 and 144. So that's a nice continuation. But yeah, this one is in a really bad state. 141. And that one looks really good. Some discoloration. Small spine ticks on the side, a couple of them, like 4 or 5 or something. And a little bit of damage on the top, right here. I mean, the spine ticks aren't even that visible. That looks pretty good. 141. Then we have 140. Looking pretty good as well. But it's got some bigger creases on the spine. I don't think you can really see it. Maybe if I switch it around a little bit, flip it around, you can see that some of the damage, but because it's white, you don't really notice it that much. Regardless, I'm still happy with it. Then we have 139, and this one is the most banged up of all of them. I mean, this one is just looks pretty horrible. Huge spine ticks right there with color breaks stretching like all the way through here. So that's pretty big. Might have even been folded like double, folded up like that. We got some damage here in the middle of the cover as well. This corner looks fucked up, basically. So yeah, this one is the worst. It's missing chips in the cover, but I don't have it yet. It's a nice addition for now. I could always upgrade it later. With the Grizzly in there, which was like, I think one of my first Web of Spider-Man comics in the 90s, which featured this guy, which I got with a subscription on the Dutch translation. So kind of nostalgic for me to see the Grizzly in there. And we got the Jekyll in there as well. But yeah, it's pretty messed up, and the backside looks worse, bad as well. Like here, it's just, yeah, it's messed up. And then we got 138, the comic I just mentioned. So yeah, let's put them both next to one another. So yeah, the colors in the logo look a little bit more vibrant than this one on this side, on the newer one. And this one was graded as a 8.6, I think. And the spine looks better. The corner is a little bit more damaged on the right one, but the spine overall looks better on the one I just opened just now. Apart from here, there's a blemish. So yeah, I think I'm gonna have a hard time with figuring out which one I'm gonna keep from these two, between these two, because the colors do look a little bit more vibrant on the right hand one. That's gonna be a pretty tough one. I do see some damage on the corner on the graded one, which is not on the one I bought raw. But yeah, this one is going to be tricky for me to find out. Oh, there's a fold here on the newer one, and that is not on the graded one, formerly graded one. Yeah, so yeah, this is going to be tricky for me to pick which one I'm going to keep. I'm leaning towards this one, but I'm going to have to give it a closer look, I guess. Oh, the backside of looks bad on this one, worse on this one. So yeah, pretty tough decision. I'm gonna have to see into that. Classic cover again for me, 136. Some damage here on the spine, a couple of spine ticks, pretty big ones, or at least they're quite visible. But other than that, it looks really good. Some little bit of losing color on the bottom here, but it looks pretty good. And then we got 132 with the Molten Man, and this one looks pretty good as well. Once again, some ticks right there. So yeah, most of them do have some spine ticks on the side, but overall they look pretty crisp, I gotta say. It's better than expected. And then we have this one with Hammerhead, 130, and this one's pretty bad as well. So the seller advertised it with 2 comics being in a really considerable worse shape, but I just picked 3, I think, which I would consider in a bad state. This one is one of them. Yeah, just look at the staples. I mean, they're almost separated from the cover right there. This one is just in a bad state. Like some damage here, quite a lot of damage actually, and pretty big fold right here, like so, pretty big. And the backside looks pretty bad as well. So yeah, I think we got 3 which are in a bad shape. The other ones are very nice additions, possibly replacing replacements for the comics I already have. But yeah, 3 are pretty bad shape. So yeah, these 3 I would regard as in bad shape, and the other ones are very nice additions. So I'm very happy with this. Once again, this package came from Italy. I don't know what happened in Italy. Somehow they opened up a huge stock of comic collectors who are just trying to get rid of their comics or something. I don't know what's going on. I'm seeing quite a lot of stuff being offered from sellers from Italy. I don't know if it's coincidence or whatever, but I'm very happy with it because I've been able to upgrade and expand my collection for the series. I actually really do collect quite some, so I'm very happy with this. So yeah, we got 130, 139 and 144 in pretty bad shape, and we got 191, 190, 189, 185, 180, 177, 173, and 171. 170, 168, 167 with the water damage stuff. So yeah, that one is probably should be considered in a poor state as well. 136, 163. I mean 161 as well. 147, 141, 140. 138, 136, and 132, and then in a considerable less state, 167, 144, 139, and 130. I'm very happy with this, regardless of the state of the four top ones. I want to thank you guys for joining me in this unboxing video, and yeah, I hope I don't have any comics. Well, I actually do have some comics coming my way. I got 12 boxes which I ordered from the US, but the seller who I've purchased from several times before, there is a new address for my stocking, for my storage company. So he made a little mistake in copying and pasting the address on it. So those boxes had been in limbo for a couple of weeks. We were both worried about what would happen to the shipment. Apparently he got them all back now, returned to sender. And I'm trying to get a 13 box completed with them as well. And those boxes should be coming my way soon. So I got more unboxing videos coming up for comics. But I'm not sure when they're coming in. So it might be a while before I get back into unboxing comics again, but that leaves me time to do other stuff for this channel as well. So yeah, be on the lookout for that. Yeah, like I said, thanks for watching this video, and see you guys for the next video. Later.